Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach well, man. You know, regarding this this knowledge, man, of King James Version Bible, man. I'm doing a walk and talk right now. You know, I just wanted to hit a lesson on, you know, these ports being, you know, all these ships. There's no more containers coming in, man. There's no more, you know, no more food and resources, you know. Soon things are gonna get bad here, man. You know, I got this little this video right here that I'm about to play right now. It reads, live feed of the port of Los Angeles, the busiest port in the United States. And it says there's no traffic thanks to Trump's tariffs, man. You know, and these tariffs, you know, are just gonna keep getting worse, man. You know, people in America, you know, which America is Babylon the Great, man, according to the Bible, man. Let me just play this for you guys and let me bring out the precepts. You see, this is like a little video, but, you know, this is going to see, you know, most of these people have the spirit of slumber, man. Everybody's asleep. Everybody wants to keep building up their businesses, want to keep getting the money. Hey, and that's another thing, man. The dollar is already on its way to its collapse. You know, 11 countries already stopped, you know, using the currency as a means of global trade currency, man. You know, the petrodollar is dead, man, because you got the BRICS nation. You know, the BRICS nations, they're backed by gold, you know, which is Britain, Russia, India, China. You know, these major, you know, countries has ditched the dollar, man. Just let me get this precept real quick. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 16. Or actually, I'm gonna start at, hey, that's the spirit. I'm gonna start at verse 14. Matthew chapter 13, verse 14, and it reads, "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand. And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive." You know, we have all these, you know, these Babylonians, you know, all the people over here in America, you know, they're seeing, you know, they see the news, you know, they're listening to what people are saying, man, but they're not fully comprehending and understanding the severity of the matter, man. You know, they got, you know, people are still going to concerts. People are still, you know, trying to build their empire on this side, man. When, hey, the scriptures say you should fight for treasures up in heaven, man. Not for treasures here on this earth, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing. Let me get that precept real quick. Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. And I'm going to read all the way to verse 21. And it reads, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also," man. You know, and heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ah, man, which means wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be also, which means wherever your mind is, that's where your treasure is going to be, man. Let me go back to this to this one, though. You know, but see, just saying that, you know, a lot of people don't understand the severity of what's coming to America, man. World War III has officially started. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 14, or verse 15. "For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." And that's for the elect, man. That's for the ones that are taking heed, you know, the ones that are taking heed to what's going on in this world, man. You know, being watchmen unto Israel, man, blowing the trumpet about what's about to come down the pipeline to America, man. This is verse 17. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When any one heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart, which is he which received seed by the wayside. You know, I just wanted to get to the honestly, the point's right here in verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear, man. You know, hey, you gotta, hey, Tawadi Abashim Yashar for allowing, you know, me and the brothers, you know, to, you know, understand this, man. Because imagine being in a time where, being in this time, and you're not comprehending what's happening, man. Let me get this real quick. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7, and it reads, "For surely the Lord," let me read from the top. This is the King James version. Amos, chapter 3, verse 7. "Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets." You know, what are these secrets, man? You know, these secrets, you know, a lot of people don't even know who the wicked is, man. They don't know who's ruling the world on this. They don't know who's the rulers of earth right now, you know, which is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know. And how do we know that? It's the book Job 9-24, man. Let me get that just to bring it out. It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, and it reads, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" You know, this is talking about Esau Edom, so-called white man. You know, back in the Renaissance era, they painted all the saints, which were so-called black, you know, which were brown-skinned people, and they painted them into, you know, Caucasians, you know, so-called white people, man. You know, but anyways, you know, I just wanted to hit a little walk and talk, you know, to you know, to let, you know, Israel know, you know, what's about to come, man. You know, and hey, we're only here for the elect, man. You know, this is, hey, hopefully this, you know, you brothers were edified, you know, by this, you know, by this little walk and talk. But, you know, things are about to hit the fan, man. Things are about to get, you know, real hectic out here, man. You know, they're saying, you know, in a couple weeks, we might not even have no food on the shelves, man. You know, so with that, I'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, Shalom. I hope you were edified.